Welcome to our channel, the home for everything Mike Tyson stories, insights, and the man behind the legend. If you're a fan of Iron Mike or just curious about his incredible life, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. Let's dive into today's fascinating story. When you think of Mike Tyson, the first thing that comes to mind is probably his devastating punches, his raw power, and his iconic status as one of the greatest boxers of all time. But what if I told you that the baddest man on the planet has a soft spot for some of the most delicate creatures in the animal kingdom, pigeons? Mike Tyson's love for pigeons goes way back, long before he ever stepped foot in a boxing ring. Growing up in the tough neighborhoods of Brooklyn, Tyson found solace and peace in his pigeons. They were more than just pets, they were his escape from the chaotic world around him. In many ways, pigeons helped shape the gentle side of Tyson's otherwise aggressive public persona. To this day, Mike Tyson has a pet flock of pigeons, which he considers his closest companions. Despite being a global icon, the boxing legend remains deeply attached to these birds, caring for them with the same intensity he once brought to the boxing ring. So what's it like to care for a flock of pigeons as Mike Tyson? Well, it's a daily ritual for him, one that brings both peace and structure to his life. Every day, Mike starts his morning by feeding and tending to his pigeons. He ensures they are healthy, well-fed, and content. It's not just a hobby, it's a part of his daily routine. Almost like a form of meditation, Mike's love for these birds is unmistakable. Watching him interact with them is like witnessing a different side of the fighter, one that's deeply connected to nature and the simpler joys of life. These birds are more than just pets. They're a vital part of his world. Now, this might surprise you. Mike Tyson's pigeons are not your ordinary flock. They're trained to do tricks. That's right, over the years, Mike has worked with his pigeons to teach them some unique and entertaining skills. From responding to specific commands to flying in perfect formation, these birds are far more than just showpieces. It's like he's turned his pigeon coop into a mini circus and air show right in his backyard. And in typical Tyson fashion, his pigeons don't just perform, they dazzle. Tyson's passion for pigeons isn't a phase, it's been a lifelong journey. He's often said that pigeons were his first true love. In interviews, Mike has opened up about how these birds helped him through some of the toughest times in his life, especially during his youth. When he was a kid, the pigeons were a form of therapy for him, helping him cope with the loss, anger, and frustration that came with growing up in a challenging environment. And even now, after all the fame, fortune, and fights, these birds remain a grounding force in his life. For Mike Tyson, pigeons represent more than just animals. They symbolize freedom, loyalty, and survival. These birds are fighters in their own right, often surviving in harsh urban environments. Just like Tyson did in his early years, there's something poetic about the way pigeons have stayed a constant in Mike's life. Just as he trained himself to be a ferocious boxer, he's trained his pigeons with patience and care. It's a beautiful juxtaposition of strength and tenderness, a theme that defines much of Tyson's life. At this point in his life, Mike Tyson sees pigeons as part of his legacy. They've been with him through thick and thin, from his early struggles in Brooklyn to his rise as a world champion and beyond. They're not just pets, they're family today. They continue to bring him joy, peace, and a reminder of his roots. In fact, Tyson has even shared that he prefers spending time with his pigeons over many other things. It's a bond that has lasted a lifetime. And it's clear that it's one of the most important relationships in his life. Mike Tyson may have built his career by being one of the fiercest fighters in the world, but his love for pigeons shows a softer, more compassionate side of him. These birds have been a constant source of comfort and companionship throughout his life, reminding us all that even the toughest individuals have a gentle heart. Pigeons are intelligent birds and can be trained to do a variety of tricks, but like all animals, it takes time, patience, and consistency. The first thing you need to understand is that building trust is key. Pigeons need to feel comfortable around you before you can start any form of training. Spend time with them daily, let them associate you with food, and allow them to get familiar with your presence. Start by feeding them by hand. This helps develop a bond and builds the foundation for more advanced training. Once your pigeons are comfortable eating from your hand, you can begin the next steps. When training pigeons, the key is to start small. One of the most basic things you can teach your pigeons is to come to you on command. You can do this by associating a hand signal or a sound with feeding time. For instance, every time you feed your pigeons, make a specific noise like whistling or raise your hand. Over time, the pigeons will start associating that signal with food and will come to you whenever they see or hear it. Consistency is crucial here. Always use the same signal and make sure you reward them with food when they respond. This reinforces the behavior. One of the most impressive tricks you can teach pigeons is to fly in a specific pattern or formation. To train pigeons to fly in formation, it's best to work with homing pigeons as they naturally return to their loft after flying long distances. You'll want to start by releasing them in pairs or small groups, teaching them to circle the area before returning to the loft. Gradually you can increase the number of pigeons released at the same time. They will naturally begin to fly together, but to refine their formation you can use landmarks or specific flight paths, guiding them back to the loft from different directions. This encourages them to fly in tighter, more organized groups. Pigeons can also be trained to retrieve small objects. This trick requires patience and positive reinforcement. Start by choosing a lightweight object, like a small piece of paper or fabric. Show the object to the pigeon and then place it in front of them while offering a treat when they interact with it. Once the pigeon begins to associate the object with food, you can gradually increase the distance, encouraging the pigeon to pick it up and bring it back to you for a reward. Keep sessions short and positive so the pigeon stays engaged and motivated. Another popular trick is teaching pigeons to fly through hoops or obstacles. Start with a single hoop placed at a short distance. Guide the pigeon through the hoop by using food as a reward on the other side. As the pigeon becomes more comfortable, you can increase the distance and add more hoops or obstacles. Again, consistency is the key. Gradually increase the complexity of the obstacles, but always make sure to reward your pigeons for their efforts. Over time, they'll learn to navigate the obstacles and perform the trick smoothly. Training pigeons is a rewarding experience, but it takes time and patience. Each pigeon is unique and some may learn faster than others. The important thing is to be consistent with your training methods and to keep the sessions positive. Avoid long, exhausting training sessions that might frustrate the birds. Instead, short and frequent training periods work best. With dedication and care, you'll be amazed at what these intelligent birds can accomplish. Training pigeons is not only a fun way to bond with them, but it's also a testament to their incredible abilities and the special connection between human and bird. One of the biggest benefits of owning pigeons is that they are incredibly low-maintenance pets. Unlike many other pets, pigeons require very little specialized care. As long as they have a clean and spacious loft, fresh food, and clean water, they're perfectly content. Their coops don't need constant attention. Either cleaning it once or twice a week is usually enough to keep your pigeons happy and healthy. Pigeons are also very hardy birds. They can thrive in various climates and are known for their resilience. With a balanced diet of grains, seeds, and occasional supplements, they're easy to feed and maintain, making them an excellent option for people looking for a pet that doesn't demand constant attention. Though they may not seem like it at first, pigeons can be incredibly affectionate and social animals. Once they form a bond with their owner, pigeons show affection by perching on your shoulder, nuzzling your hand, or cooing softly in your presence. They enjoy spending time with their human companions, making them more interactive than people might think. These birds are also highly social creatures and thrive in groups. Whether it's a flock of pigeons or just one or two, they build relationships not only with each other but with you as well. This social nature makes them enjoyable to watch and interact with, as they form a unique bond with their human caretakers. Owning pigeons can be a truly rewarding experience because they offer great companionship. For many, pigeons bring a sense of calm and peace. Watching them fly, interact, and return home is a gentle reminder of the beauty of nature, and their presence can be soothing. Pigeons have been loyal companions to humans for centuries, and their homing instincts only strengthen that bond. Many pigeon owners find comfort in their routine, knowing that their pigeons will always return home, no matter how far they fly. This companionship is especially valuable for people who live alone or want a pet that isn't overly demanding but still offers emotional connection. One of the most joyful parts of owning pigeons is watching them fly. Whether you're training them for specific flights or just letting them enjoy their freedom, there's something truly special about seeing your pigeons soar into the sky and then return home. Their natural homing instinct is fascinating to witness and builds a deep connection between owner and bird. This flight and return process is not only captivating but also creates a mutual sense of trust and reliability. It's an enriching experience. one that makes owning pigeons unlike any other type of pet ownership. Pigeons may not be the first animal that comes to mind when you think of pets, but they offer a unique and enriching experience for those who take the time to get to know them. Their low-maintenance care, affectionate nature, and ability to form meaningful companionship make them an ideal choice for anyone looking for a pet that provides both joy and tranquility. So, if you're looking for a pet that's easy to care for but full of personality and heart, consider adding pigeons to your life. Their companionship and peaceful presence might just surprise you. One of the best places to find pigeons is through shelters and rescues. Many people don't realize that pigeons can end up in these places, often after being abandoned or found injured. Shelters and pigeon rescues provide care and rehabilitation for these birds, making them available for adoption once they're healthy. Adopting from a shelter or rescue not only gives a pigeon a second chance at life, but it's also a great way to support animal welfare organizations. Many rescues specialize in pigeons or other birds, and they can offer helpful advice about the care and handling of these birds. Plus, by adopting, you're providing a home to a bird in need. If you're looking for a specific breed of pigeon or want a bird that has been raised from a young age, purchasing from a reputable breeder is another option. Breeders often specialize in specific types of pigeons, whether they're homing pigeons, showbirds, or racing pigeons, allowing you to choose exactly what kind of bird you want when choosing a breeder. It's important to do your research. Look for someone who is knowledgeable about the breed and provides a clean, healthy environment for their birds. Reputable breeders will often be willing to show you their facilities and talk in depth about the care the birds have received. They can also offer advice on how to care for your pigeon and help you pick the best bird for your needs. Another convenient way to find pigeons is through online resources. There are many websites where pigeons are listed for sale or adoption, allowing you to browse through different breeds, ages, and even locations. Sites like Craigslist, specialty pigeon forums, and even social media groups can connect you with pigeon owners or breeders looking to rehome birds. However, when buying pigeons online, it's crucial to be cautious. Make sure the seller is reputable and always ask for detailed information about the bird's health and living conditions. If possible, try to visit the bird in person before finalizing the transaction, or request photos and videos to ensure the bird is healthy and well cared for before deciding where to get your pigeons. It's important to consider what kind of setup you have and what type of pigeon fits your lifestyle. Whether you adopt from a shelter, buy from a breeder, or find pigeons online, make sure you have a proper coop or aviary prepared. Pigeons need space to fly, fresh water, and a balanced diet to stay healthy and happy. Take the time to research different breeds and their specific needs. Homing pigeons, for example, are great for those who want to train their birds to fly and return home, while fancy pigeons are more suited for those who prefer to enjoy their beauty and personality without the need for long flights. Once you've found the perfect pigeons, bringing them home is an exciting moment. Whether they come from a shelter, breeder, or online seller, the key to a happy and healthy relationship with your pigeons is providing them with a safe environment, proper care, and lots of love. Pigeons can be wonderful companions, and no matter where you find them, they'll bring joy and peace into your life. Mike Tyson's love for pigeons is well known, and one of the most important aspects of caring for them, as he does, is ensuring they have a safe and comfortable home. Pigeons need a clean, well-ventilated space to live in, such as a loft or aviary. The loft should be protected from harsh weather, predators, and drafts, giving them a sense of security. A well-designed loft includes plenty of perches, roosting spots, and nesting boxes where pigeons can rest and feel comfortable. Tyson's birds always had spacious, well-maintained homes, allowing them to live in comfort. Make sure to regularly clean the loft, replace bedding materials, and check for any signs of damage to ensure your pigeon's home is in top condition. Like Tyson, who spent a lot of time feeding and caring for his pigeons, you'll want to give them a varied and balanced diet. Pigeons primarily eat grains and seeds, but to ensure they get all the nutrients they need, their diet should also include small amounts of grit, vitamins, and minerals. Grit helps with digestion, while supplements keep them in peak condition, especially during breeding or molting seasons. Offer a high-quality commercial pigeon mix or create your own blend with seeds like millet, corn, and peas. Fresh water is essential and should be available at all times. Tyson always made sure his pigeons had access to clean water, which is critical for keeping them healthy and hydrated. One of the things that Mike Tyson loved most about his pigeons was watching them fly. Pigeons are active birds that need plenty of space to spread their wings, fly, and play. If you want to care for your pigeons like Tyson, you'll need to provide them with ample room to move around, both inside and outside their loft. An outdoor aviary or regular supervised flight time is key to keeping your pigeons healthy and happy. Letting them fly helps with their physical well-being, as flying is a great form of exercise. In Tyson's case, many of his pigeons were trained homing pigeons, which means they were accustomed to regular flights and returning home. You can do the same by gradually introducing your pigeons to longer flights while ensuring they know where home is. Tyson's connection with his pigeons goes beyond just care. It's about building a bond. Pigeons are social creatures, and with time they can form strong relationships with their caretakers. Spend time with your pigeons daily, talking to them, feeding them by hand, and allowing them to perch on your arm or shoulder by being consistent and gentle. You can create a trusting relationship with your pigeons. Tyson's pigeons weren't just pets, they were his companions. And when you give your pigeons the attention and care they deserve, they'll return that affection in their own unique ways. Like Tyson, you'll need to keep a close eye on the health of your pigeons. Regularly check for any signs of illness, such as changes in behavior, appetite, or feather condition. Keep an eye on their droppings, as any drastic changes can indicate potential health problems. Tyson made sure his pigeons received prompt medical care if needed, and having a relationship with an avian vet can help catch issues early by providing routine health checkups, vaccinations, and parasite control. You'll ensure your pigeons stay in good shape. Healthy pigeons are happy pigeons. And part of being a great pigeon owner, like Mike Tyson, is knowing when to intervene and when to let your pigeons thrive naturally. Caring for pigeons like Mike Tyson did means more than just giving them food and shelter. It's about passion, dedication, and truly loving these birds. By providing them with a comfortable home, a healthy diet, room to fly, and plenty of affection, you'll build a deep bond with your pigeons, just like Tyson did. Pigeons can be loyal companions, and with the right care, they'll reward you with years of joy, just as they did for Mike Tyson. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about how to care for pigeons like Mike Tyson, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with other pigeon enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos on pet care, tips, and all things related to our feathered friends. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And as always, feel free to leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, happy pigeon keeping.